I'm sorry, it's taking up one of your parking spots. The rental company called us and said that you guys were supposed to be here any minute and that this was here and it was not supposed to be here.
No, you don't understand, because if you understand, you would work with you. You'd at least
You know what? No. Bring her back tomorrow with her ID.
I wasn't crude with her or nothing.
She was hateful herself.
But she was a little hateful to me, I thought.
The gal was...
nicer than the woman was last night when he called me.
That was my mistake too.
She was she really? I'm sorry. We may have to fire her. I don't know. She's that mean to you. That's it. Kristen's getting fired. Kristen's fired. You'll no longer see her on the channel. God, she was so mean to that guy.
when I got here.
Okay, well, let me grab a flashlight really quick. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's taking up one of your parking spots. I'll see if I can do a quick walk around just to show all of the damages, and then I'll get it out of your way.
Okay, awesome, man.
Again, I'm sorry, it's here taking up one of your spots.
Oh, I just got here 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, the rental company called us and said that you guys were supposed to be here any minute, and that this was here and it was not supposed to be here.
It looks like maybe the cleaner. Have they talked with the cleaner?
That's a good question. Hold on, get the phone call.
I hate to have somebody higher end.
Everything auto. Yes. Yes.
Boom in.
I know, I didn't boom in yet. You hit, I'm kind of waiting because it's going to be all-wheel drive and I wanted to strap it first.
Right.
I don't know, I'm assuming that's their jack as well, so I'm going to try and see if I can shove that on the back of the truck somewhere so we're not leaving that here. I guess we're over here right off of Deadly Creek and we were called for this illegally parked vehicle at this rental company or rental cabin, blocking one of their spots. So we'll see if we can get this loaded up. I guess it's broke down is what they said, and I'm kind of here. Thank you, Kristen, for blocking the road for me. And yes, Kristen is my mom, and I'm sorry for not calling her mom on the videos. It's trying to be professional, but let's see if we can get this one hooked up so I'm not blocking the road anymore and this is not blocking their parking spot. Goodness, that tire is bald. Let's see if we can boom this thing in a little bit. Does not want to boom in any at all. See if I can, maybe I've got room for some dollies. I think I will. I'll have to dolly it from here because my wheel lift does not want to go in. Hopefully we got room. And of course it's on gravel. It'll probably be uneven. It won't wheel lift in, so that's good. I don't know why it won't wheel lift in, but it won't. Something stinks. I don't know. I don't know if it's coming from this or not. Vehicle. Don't fall off the mountain. Sorry, you guys probably can't see much. Getting the dolly broken over, and we'll get out of here and clear up the road the rest of the way. Sorry, Kendra, for 360. I know, it's horrible. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
Try this. Is it unlocked, you think? It is. Oh, nice. See if I can throw this. Yeah, I got the floorboard. Oh, this stinks like weed in there. Okay. Sorry for the heavy breathing. Ready? Okay, guys, I know you probably can't see much, but I wanted to hop on here really quick and kind of summarize what was going on. Again, I wanted to apologize. I know it's very dark outside and probably couldn't see much of what I was doing, what was going on, but that one was right there, right off of Dudley Creek. What was the name of that road?
Ridge Road.
Ridge Road.
Ridge Road, Dudley Creek in Gatlinburg. That's what Jeff likes to call up and over.
Up and over. It was backed into that spot, and I was just trying to be quick about it, so I backed up to it, and it did have to be dollied regardless, because it's all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. So anyways, I wanted to apologize for it being dark, but my lovely mother Kristen was here to help and block traffic and make sure that I didn't get run over and make sure that nobody ran into the truck. So thank you so much. Dream team.
Dream team.
But anyways, we're coming off of Dudley Creek now, getting onto the parkway in Gatlinburg. So get this one. Of course, like I said, I had to back up to it and it was facing the wrong way, and I didn't have room to sit there and turn around in the middle of the road. So get this one dropped off and head over to that winch out, and we will see you guys over there.
I didn't know they was going to have it towed that fast. I just broke down a little bit ago. I was working.
We're going to have to take it to our lot because we can't drop it anywhere. We're at 221 Newman Road.
We can just follow you.
Yes. Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I was just coming back. It's a
Yeah,
CB
no, that's
axle, and I
okay.
was
That's
with-
okay. That's okay. That's where we're going. You can follow us. Okay.
Okay, guys. You know how it is. As soon as I stop the recording button, I don't know how much of that you guys were able to pick up, but that was the owner. So he actually was, I think he's in the vehicle behind us.
I think so, yeah.
Anyways, we've got his vehicle loaded up here. He supposedly has the parts to fix it and was supposedly on the way to pick it up. So I guess they're gonna follow us back over here to the lot, and hopefully he can prove ownership, and hopefully he can make the payment for this. But anyways, now I will see you guys back at the lot for this one to be unloaded and hopefully picked up by this gentleman. Okay, guys, just got this one over here to the lot. They did indeed follow us over here. I'm gonna see about backing this one into a spot so I can get it turned around, hopefully. And again, hopefully they can get payment. And Kristen is out of the truck, talking to him about hopefully being able to pick it up. So let's see what they have to say.
It's in my girlfriend's name.
Okay, I'll have to have her.
And then what I gotta do?
The cost is the car.
$1 just because I had to go get a part.
Well, we didn't know that.
I mean, I'd have pushed it out of the way. I mean, if it's a 5 more seconds,
I didn't know
traffic.
that. We didn't know that. We did not know
I mean, you can't cut me a break. I don't know.
On dog.
Right.
There ain't no way it costs $1 to go in from right up this hill.
That's what
It's our standard illegally parked vehicles.
I mean, I got it off. You're not supposed to park and break down the middle of the road. You're supposed to get them off the road.
Right.
So how can that be illegal?
Because it was
the
on
cops have
private
seen me
property.
sitting there for 2 or 3 hours.
It's a rental company, and it was just private property, and she called us.
Come on, have a heart. I mean, are you not Christian people?
There's just nothing.
Can I tell you something? Okay. I know you're upset, and I know you're angry, and I understand that. We do We do a lot of things for locals around here, and if it had been, if you had called me,
I didn't know.
listen,
I didn't know you'd done stuff like this.
Can I finish?
I didn't know to call nobody.
If you had called me and said, listen, I'm in a bad way, I've got my car here.
I would have if I would have known.
Then we probably could have gotten
I
over
wouldn't have
there
left my car without nobody.
Okay, but the fact is,
if I'd have known they'd done that here,
the property owner
I just started working down here 3 months ago.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to lose my business and everything because of this.
Well, the property owner called us and had us
But
remove
you know
it.
this is the slow season. I've barely been making it right now. Barely been making it.
And
now it's over because you won't cut me a break.
I can't. On these, I cannot. I absolutely cannot. If it's an abandoned vehicle, I cannot.
It wasn't abandoned. I went to a parts place down coming straight back.
There was no.
That's not abandonment. That is not abandonment, ma'am.
Well, again, it was.
Not technically.
Because
it
they called the police. They called the police. The police told them to have it towed. You know.
Can I at least get my stuff out of it?
If you could prove ownership.
This is, I mean, my cleaning stuff, everything I got in there.
I understand.
I know.
I just need to get my personal stuff out of
If your
there.
ID matches the registration, then yes, I can. I can let
But you know my ID's not going to match the registration. What if I get the lady on the phone right here, right now, says I get my stuff?
I have to physically
Well, I can video her and she can show you her ID.
Well, I'll have to physically have that ID.
I mean, I can't video her and show her just so I can get my stuff for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow to get my car with her. I mean, I got to go all the way to Greenville, ma'am. I had to wait 2 hours for somebody to come up here to help me. I'm not trying to be hard, and I'm not trying to be, but you're costing me my livelihood right here. I mean, this is my life. No, you don't understand, because if you understand, you would work with me. You at least
you know what? No, bring her back tomorrow with her ID. If you want to say I'm heartless and stuff like that.
No, I didn't say that.
You did because you said that I'm costing you
I'm
your
sorry,
job.
but
you said that I'm costing you your job.
You are.
Costing you your
Yes,
life.
ma'am, you
I
are.
am not.
Yes,
I am
you
not.
are.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
This circumstance is not my fault.
Yes, I know it's not your fault. Yeah, I know it's not your fault.
So don't say, don't put that I'm costing you your
I know it's not your fault. It's
my
my fault my car broke down. Yes, ma'am. I need to understand that.
So
it's
all
my
I'm saying,
fault I had to wait so long, and it's my fault I didn't know to call somebody to tell them please not tow my car. It is, yeah. Yes,
no, it was the property owner who needed the car removed because they had guests checking in.
I understand that, and I understand that. Yes, I do. Yes,
so you can understand
because I clean these cabins.
Yes,
I mean,
and you can also understand that if you go to a cabin and there's a vehicle there that isn't supposed to be there, then it has to be removed. Yes. You understand that as well, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, that's all that
I didn't know that it was abandoned so quick, though. I mean, I just went to the parks and going back.
She didn't know. She didn't know how long it was going to be there. She didn't know how long it
And I
been
would have
there.
pushed it out of the way, on the road, on the side road if I had to. I could have done anything. Could I please just have my stuff? That's all.
If you could, like I said, if you
Can I call her on the phone and get her on video and she shows
Does
you
she
her
have
ID?
her ID?
Yes, she's got her ID.
Okay.
The car's in her name. It's my
We
girlfriend.
can do that.
Please, thank you.
Make it stop. You can make it stop
Yeah.
before it tears up the rest of it.
Hey, you hear me? You need to show this lady your ID so she can let
Everything
me get
auto?
my stuff out of my car. They towed my car while I was going to get my damn parts.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I left it, I guess the law had it towed. The owners of the house, I guess, it was a rental house.
All right. Thank you.
But she's gonna let me get my stuff out of it for tonight. It's gonna cost me $dollars to get my car out. And I still gotta fix it when I do. So I have to just push it out here to the side of the damn road. But if you'll show this lady your ID, she'll let me get my things.
Okay, I need to know your name, ma'am. Can I see a picture? Can I see you? Okay. That's okay. Okay. Now, do you give consent for this gentleman here? What's his name? Okay. Do you give consent for him to get items out of your car? Okay. All right. We're going to let him get his items out of the car. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I'll call you back in a minute. Let me get my stuff out of here.
I'm going to get it.
Okay. Also, your jack is in the floorboard. The driver's
Okay,
floorboard.
I'll just leave it there because
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna need it when I come back.
Okay. Yes, sir. I'll set it down on the ground first.
I'll be back in. I'll call you tomorrow.
I'm going to give you my
I can't
card.
get the money tomorrow, but I will get the money. I have nothing to do more than money I got to do.
Okay.
quick. I didn't.
So even with the private property, since she had guests coming in, I don't think it really would have.
It was a rental cabin. It looked like it was good for sale. What nobody
See if I can just move that out of the way so he can get his stuff. Grab these wheels behind you.
So it's probably front wheel drive. So one thing that said the parking brake CVX broke.
Is it front? I'm gonna check, see if it's front or rear.
Can you set the parking brake and make sure all the doors are locked? That's good there.
Yeah, it looks like it's just front. Yeah, I thought it was all. I have to leave the keys.
It is, and they're all wrong.
Okay, all right. Now, can you leave the keys just in case we need to move it? I know you'll be after it. I've got the receipt and everything. I've got your phone number, and then just that way, the keys are here. If you need to send a tow truck or something after it, then the keys are with it. I'm gonna get you a car. Just give us a call tomorrow when you're ready to come get it. Okay? I'll get your stuff up there at the car. And yeah, just give us a call. And it usually, if we're not over here, it usually takes us about 30 minutes to get somebody over here. So, and then just let us know when you're ready to get back, okay? Okay. Alright. You can let him out of there. I'm gonna go put this.
Again, man, I'm sorry. It's just the private property stuff. They just call us as soon as there's something over there, and then they had guests checking in too. So it was just a little complicated for them. Alrighty, will you be safe? It's a tough situation, and again, there's just nothing that we can do on the illegally parked stuff for the price. Unfortunately, it's just, if we change the price for one or lower the price for one, then that's very unfair to everybody else involved that gets their vehicle towed. So there's the reason for that. Again, it's unfortunate. He said he's, slow season and that such. But again, he should have contacted. He should have known. You can't just leave your vehicle in a random, in front of some random cabin or house. You should.
You just can't.
You just can't, especially around here. All the amount of rental cabins and people checking in constantly, and that gate being horribly messed up.
I'm gonna get out and fix it.
But yeah, that's the reasoning behind that. Unfortunately, he was not able to pick it up tonight. It was his girlfriend's car there, and she was a registered owner. We did let him pick up some of his belongings before heading out for the night, and I guess he's going to try to bring her over here tomorrow morning to fully pick up the vehicle, and hopefully he can get it fixed and get him sent on his way. Turns out it was not all-wheel drive. Covin should have checked that before he had to dolly it. You didn't have to dolly that. It was only front-wheel drive, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, but actually, did you see how bald those tires were? I probably did need to dolly it. I don't know if I can. Plus, it was broken down. I don't know what he's got done to it. I don't know if the back suspension is tore out of it. I don't know what's going on with it. So, guys, don't give me a hard time for dollying it when I didn't need to. I'm sorry. I know.
No, it's fine. It's just an extra step, and if it makes it safer, then that's fine.
Yeah, Paul. No, guys, I'm just messing with you. I really do appreciate all of the constructive criticism, and you know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning every day, and there's always going to be stuff that I can improve upon, and that I can do better and more efficient.
I think that goes for everybody.
Anyways, dream team. And they're gonna be mad because they can't see what's going on. They can't see our faces.
Oh no.
Guys.
We suck.
Guys, I'm sorry. I know they're gonna be mad. It was a sporadic, illegally parked car. Okay, we were in a rush. I didn't have the camera on in the first place. I didn't have it mounted. It was hectic. I'm in the middle of the road. I didn't have no lights. Guys, I'm sorry. But it would have been a completely different situation if he, probably even if he would have just called the cabin owner and just let her know what was going on. You know, he's gonna be back and he's gonna move it out of the way as soon as he possibly can. And it most certainly would have been a different situation if he would have just called us in the first place instead of just leaving it in some random private property's parking lot.
I still don't think that the cabin owner would have wanted him to work on it in the driveway.
Especially when she's got guests checking in.
No, absolutely not. So, you know, I mean, he still needed to get it towed, you know, instead of trying to, and I understand you, when things are tight, you don't have the extra money for a tow, you know, but it's like, we've done plenty of those, you know, we found ourselves in these situations where people
and again, if he would have, you know, called us and explained the situation, you know, saying that he's stuck here, and there's been plenty of instances where you guys have done a lot of stuff for the local community.
We could have helped you. That could have been a completely different interaction had he just called us first.
But, you know, you live and you learn. I'm sure if he breaks down again, he'll know to try to at least contact somebody. But yes, the property owner did contact the police, and the police department told them to contact a tow company and to have it removed because it's her private property and she didn't want him there and she had guests checking in. So that's what we did. So, because
that can be scary to a guest to come up and there's just a random car in the driveway. You're like, absolutely. Okay, where are the people?
Absolutely.
You know, what's the situation? I don't know what's going on. Where are the people? It's, you know, so, you know.
Exactly. And that kind of also takes away from their experience. You know what I mean? It's like you guys you're coming here to stay and to have a good time and to have all of your parking spots available, and you don't want somebody's car in your parking lot and taking up space and him working on it in the parking lot, in the driveway. So, sorry, just wanted to hop back on here and kind of talk a little bit more on that one. But I know you guys love these tow talks. Little after the fact summarizations.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Santa Fe.
You going after the Santa Fe?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And she's the owner.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I got to put a CV axle in it, man.
Okay.
That's why I was broke down last night, and I sat there for 3 hours waiting on him to come get me.
Yeah.
I just ran to the parts place and got my part. Before I got back,
yeah,
somebody done had it towed. I mean, the cops passed me 20 times. They could have stopped. I could explain to them. I didn't know they started that stuff, and I wasn't even on. I mean, I was in a driveway, but
yeah.
I mean, guess somebody they didn't. They were sitting there, but I wouldn't have been there another hour. You know, I'd have been gone.
Yeah.
And I got to pay $50 extortion.
You can't even work unless you get the car towed.
I didn't mean to get upset with the woman last time. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't crude with her or nothing.
She was hateful herself.
But she was a little hateful to me, I thought.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry.
It didn't have to be like that. I mean, like I said, it wasn't like I'm work here. I clean these cabins here.
Yeah.
And I was on the job. I was trying to get to my last cabin, and my CV axle broke on me, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't have nobody close, and Greenville's close. That's where we're from.
Yeah.
We work out of Greenville.
Well, I hate that happened to you. Yeah, it's
now that I know of something like that, I could have called somebody. Like, y'all could have taken me to the parking lot down here.
That's the safest bet, because
now that I know that, I'd never let that happen again.
And it's not the police. The police don't have anything to do with the towing. It's the private property, and almost all of these companies have cameras for their properties. Yeah. So what happens is when they have people coming in to check in and they see you on the camera, they'll call a tow company to have you removed. So even if you think there's nobody there, I promise there's always somebody watching.
There's a lot of people going around to different places too, and they sit there and they wait for nobody to be there, and then they break into the houses.
Yeah, they've got cameras on all that stuff, and they will call. That's the best bet, is just to reach out to a tow company and say, hey, I need to get out of this driveway.
Well,
and
I got y'all's number now, man. I mean, how much would you charge me just to pull me down the hill? You know,
it probably would have been less than $100 to pull you someplace here locally,
just to where I could have fixed my car. You know, I mean, it's not. It don't happen like that all the time. You know. I try to keep it up. It's just, I think something hit me underneath. I tore my CV boot and I didn't know it. Yeah. And it looked like the grease, and it wasn't making a noise or nothing. It just popped.
It just snapped.
It snapped. Yeah. Right there on that knuckle.
But yeah, no, that's usually it. And there's not too many places here in Gatlinburg sit. Yeah. Because most of the places don't want you working on stuff. Yeah. And they'll. I
mean, if it was somewhere like a store, I could have went in and said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna be here for an hour. I just got to go get this part."
And most of those places are cool with that. Yeah, most of those places are cool with that.
I'm not above explaining something to somebody.
Yeah. You know? And we always tell folks to leave a note. That goes a really long ways. If you leave a note on the dash, say, "Hey, I'm only going to be a few more minutes or hours or whatever." At least we can call you. But when we don't have anybody to call, we don't know. You know, we just pull up to a car that's just sitting, and we don't.
I asked him, I said, did you put a towel in the window?
Yeah, you got to have something there to let us know, because believe it or not, we got to.
I didn't think nothing about, because as long as I sat there and nobody came up, nobody stopped or nothing, and it didn't take me 45 minutes. I had to go all the way down Wares Valley. AutoZone down there. That's the only place they didn't have it right here. Yeah. And time I got there and back straight there and back, y'all was towing me.
Yeah, it just depends on when that phone call comes in, and but yeah, if there's, when we pull up to the stuff, if there's notes where we can call people and say, hey, what's going on, you know, that really helps us a bunch. But we don't have any idea what's going on when we get there. It's but it's crazy.
I understand.
But yeah, we'll so I guess moving forward is the better question. You got to put an axle in it.
Yeah, that's gonna take me about an hour. Can I push it right here? Or?
If I put you out here, you're saying you'll have it gone in about an hour or so? Okay.
I mean, it usually I've done it before. I mean, it shouldn't take me no more than an hour.
It's gone when they pulled
it.
I mean, I had the axle in my hand when
well, I'll get it loaded up, and I'll get it out here in one of these parking spaces, and that way you can work on it out here, and that way you don't have to wait on me and the gates and all that good stuff, and because it's just it's a liability for me to have. I can't have somebody working on stuff. If something happens, then I'll get in big trouble. So
can you put it right there in the flat, where I can push it right here in this full flat beside this dumpster?
Yeah, I'll just put it right here.
Right there would be fine.
Yeah, you got a bigger lot there that you can.
Because I got my jack and everything. I had him bring me a big jack last night, and I was ready.
Well, you was ready to roll.
I was ready to. I was going to have it in and gone in about 45 minutes after.
Some of these places, man, I tell you, they just when they've got and from my understanding, I think they had somebody down the road ready to check into that cabin.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I seen the realtor sign out there. I thought it was for sale. I thought about being a check. I cleaned the cabin. I cleaned these cabins.
It's rough. Well, let me get you a receipt. All right. And this is that, and I'll get you that receipt, and then I'll get it moved out here. I think I've got the key too. Okay, give me just a sec. I mean, I'm not going to start an argument with him, guys. He's saying that Kristen was rude with him, and you'll see the video. That was not the case. Well, again, guys, I'm sorry. The gal was
nicer than the woman was last night when he called me.
That was my mistake too.
Was she really? I'm sorry.
I mean, I was trying to explain to her, and I know she's going, but I don't know all the rules about this.
Yeah.
You man, cut your brakes sometimes,
Yeah.
Say, hey, pay me, this, and I'll drop your car off here and you can fix it, And Because I had to borrow that money. I mean, I didn't make that much this week. It's a slow season.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure I let her know. And you know that.
But I apologize to her if I was rude to her, but I don't think I was.
Yeah.
You know, I just trying to tell her how, you know, my situation. And
yeah.
I called them at the light right when man, I was getting back right when they was pulling off.
Yeah. That's.
You know, and and it's hard because I just started this business 3 months ago. I mean, I'm just getting started right after Christmas, first year.
Well, we may have to fire her. I don't know. She's that mean to you.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, I understand y'all's situation, and I do, you know. But damn, I mean, there's not any Christian people left in the world, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's.
I know there's bad people out there, and there's people who try to get over on everybody, and I could have been some junkie or something strung out on this, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm up here working, trying to make a living, you know.
Well, hopefully you guys are in a better spot and you can get that thing fixed up. And
it's all right. Like I said, I'm gonna be gone in an hour.
Okay. Well, out of here. Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
I got your number, and anytime I have a problem like this,
if you need me,
I'm not gonna let that happen.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing to do. Is
and I appreciate you letting me know about that. Cause a lot of people don't tell you these things.
Yeah.
And I'm not from this area. And I like coming down here, and I like working down here.
Yeah, it's a good time. Well, thank you, buddy. That's it. Kristen's getting fired. I can't believe she'd be that rude to somebody like that. That's just awful. Gosh. Called her the B word and everything. Whew. Fired. Coffee. Anyway, guys, Kristen's fired. You'll no longer see her on the channel. God, she was so mean to that guy. It's crazy. I could write a script, I think, and then just hand it to somebody, and that would pretty much cover every illegal park that we've ever done. It's always the same old excuses and the same old thing about we're ruining your life. And but Kristen handled that amazing, guys. And we just try. We try our best, and that's all we can do. But when you start saying things like that, it hurts sometimes. It gets to you, you know. Because listen, man, I'm not ruining your life. Your decisions on your car placement is ruining your life, and it's very easy. Like I said, all you have to do is leave a note. If you're on that property, go see if you can physically talk to somebody. If you can't physically talk to somebody at that residence, then just know that the world is watching you guys. There's always a camera, whether you're in a grocery store, Walmart parking lot, there's always a camera on you. So don't assume that just because you'd been there for an hour, he said, I've been there an hour and nobody said anything. Well, you know, those guests were, I think it came in as 10 or 15 minutes away from check-in. That's why she called us for the removal on that one. So, you know, a note probably wouldn't have helped on that one. Just doing the responsible thing and calling for the tow truck to get you to a different spot. I mean, that was an invasive thing, guys. It wasn't like, you know, he was just airing up his tire or something simple to his car. The axle had broken on that car. So, you know, and it's the same as our property. You know, you can't be working on stuff. And most businesses are the same. They don't want you overhauling your car in the parking lot. It's a liability if something happens and the jack falls on you and you're squished. That's kind of bad for business if you're squished up under your car while customers are walking by. It is what it is. YouTube family, you guys are great. Thanks for watching. Comment down below. Let us know what you think about that situation. I think Kristen and Covin did amazing. I probably would have yelled a little bit more. No, it's, you know, when he was there picking it up, it's whatever. I'm not gonna. I was just kind of poking for information. It was kind of funny. I was really curious as to what he would say about Kristen and Covin, and it's true fashion, you know, when they think that, you know, we're doing. That was a crazy thing. Yeah, Kristen got called some names, and the lady was really upset. But you know, all we can do is our best, guys. We're doing our best out here, and it's a Saturday. Beautiful weather out today. Got 60 degrees up in the skies, and we'll see what we can get into today. So hang tight, stick around, stay tuned. Let's see what we can get into.